Sometimes you could be tripped and be injured. Can we get to that? Because the outrage, it was not caught initially on the ESPN broadcast. For those who don't know, Syracuse point guard Frank Howard, who played a very good game, 28 points, trying to make up for the Tyus Battle injury, took a lot more shots than he often does. If you're watching on DirecTV here, you just saw Frank Howard, number 23. Watch it. Watch the right foot. It looks as if he's trying to trip Zion. Now, from that angle, you clearly see it. From the other angle, it doesn't look nearly as bad, but it sure looks like he sticks his foot out. Okay? No one saw it on the initial broadcast. It was not picked up. Did you see it?
I did not.
I did not see it. Granted, I told you I was drinking. All right? I didn't see it. I'm kidding. I was on a glass of wine. But social media picked it up, blasted it out. By the time we get to halftime, there is outrage. They address it at halftime. They address it coming back for the second half with Jay Billis, who does say, and I agree with him, it looks like he certainly tried to trip him. By the time we get to the end of the game, the pitchforks are out on Twitter saying the kid should be suspended. Multiple games. Here is what Frank Howard, the noted Senators slugger, said after the game.
I was just showing the video on the way out here. I mean, if you're saying I'm trying to trip him, I don't get it. I saw the play. I realized I tripped him, and I tried to, give him a little hand. But at the same time, I'm in the heat of the game with a very tough defender on me. I was trying to get open, get the ball, get the ball out fast. That's all I really remember of the play. I just saw the video really quick, but he's a hell of an athlete, a hell of a player. I have a lot of respect for him. I'm not gonna wait 4 years to get to this stage to start tripping people.
Okay, thank you guys.
It's a joke.
All right, that's Frank Howard. Jim Boeheim doubled down. And Jim Boeheim, he didn't rip his jacket off, although that was during the game. No, that was 2 nights ago he ripped the jacket off against Pitt. But here's Boeheim afterwards.
I talked to Frank. I looked at the video. There was no trip involved out there. I don't know who was talking about that, but it was a bump, and both guys said, that's it. There was nothing there. Trying to manufacture something out of nothing.
What's in between a bump and a trip? A blimp? I mean,
nudge.
He stuck his foot out. Was it with an intent to injure? I don't know. Can you attempt to trip somebody without trying to injure somebody? It's a philosophical question. Can you try to trip somebody and hope they don't get hurt? Do you think he tried to trip him? From one angle, yes. Because you see Frank Howard's knee lock, right? Can we run that back one more time on the TV? The first angle, the game angle, it looks as if, well, see, there you don't see it well, because there it picks up the shot late. Here, right there. See his knee lock? You see his knee lock. To me, when you see his knee lock, like bracing for impact there, stick it out, not trying to get it out of the way, because if I'm trying to, you're not boxing out there, right? You're already going the other way. But if I'm trying to impede his motion fairly, it's almost as if you're going to try to set a screen. It would make no sense to set a screen there anyway.
And by the
you're
way,
not trying to do that.
Why would you want to step in front of a guy who's 285?
I wouldn't want to do that. But if you're trying to slow his roll getting back the other way,
maybe you just
which again would make no sense because you're bringing the ball in after a made basket.
Right, he's trying to
why
go
would
get
you
the
want
ball.
him in the backcourt? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. It looks bad.
Should he be suspended, like some people are calling for?
I don't know that he should be suspended. By the way, Grayson Allen, we tried to get him from the Jazz. They didn't make him available today. I'm kidding. That's not true. We made no effort to get Grayson Allen. But the fake outrage here from Duke people after, and I realize it's a different team, it's a different player. I'm kind of being a jerk to try to bring these two together. But, I mean, the outrage from Duke people after defending Grayson Allen and every knee he stuck out or foot he stuck out, right? I mean, really? 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 Listen, If what Frank Howard did was for any other player other than Zion Williamson, I don't think there would be a punishment. I do think there will be a punishment. But from whom? The ACC can't suspend him for the NCAA tournament, correct? Correct me on jurisdiction here. I don't think the ACC can suspend him. They're out of the tournament. So is there going to be an NCAA suspension? Like, who would suspend him? Jump in and tell me how college basketball works here when it comes to handing down punishment. Am I wrong?
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.